Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancion. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day for this week that is coming. It was still in this full moon in Pisces, and it's a very moving energy. And there is all this Virgo energy that soon Venus and Mercury in a couple of days will be in Libra, so it's going to feel really good. But right now, Virgo is still telling us that we're not good enough, that we'll take care of our body, our physical, and so it's still there. And so we do want to take care of that. It's a very important part of the process. And the mind is buzzing. I don't know if you've had that, but it's like difficulty sleeping at night and waking up very early in the morning. It's like because the mind is very, very active. So it's good to let go on the mental. I always recommend feel more and think less. But sometimes the mind is very useful. The mind is it's essential. There is no spirit without mind. Every spirit has a mind, but they have spirit mind. We have mortal mind here, but the mind is good when when it connects us to good feeling. Sometimes the mind tricks us into make us feel less than good, and so that is when we need to reframe the situation. We need to think of something positive, to let go, think of positive music or something that brings us frequency back up, and then you can reframe the situation and look at it from a different perspective that feels good. So I wanted to say that it's when you want to communicate with spirit and you don't have the full telepathic connection open, imagine that you have this special phone that you can just pick up at any time, and you can call on your guides, you can call on the angels, you can call on the Ascended Master, you can call on God. Anytime, there is always somebody on the line. Always whoever you call will be on the line. It's just you ask, you talk, you communicate. Then when you're ready to receive the answer, the answer comes as well. Sometimes the phone rings, you want to pick it up, you want to listen to what life is saying. Sometimes they are testing. We are all initiated each and every day. There is a new level of initiation. It's like we embrace this mystery school. I'm going to pull 10 cards to see for this week. They're kind of self-explanatory. I will let you interpret it in a way that is intuitive, so for your own intuition. The situation is revelation. It's allowing this revelation to unfold within us. What goes around the situation is action. It's the right action. What kind of action do we need to take? For action is key to the manifestation. What we see in our conscious mind that will unfold before us is generosity. For the more generous we are, the more we can receive. What we have in our subconscious, the past, is triumph. We have been triumphant over our consciousness has made this choice of ascension, and that is the triumph for the whole of the planet, the whole of humanity, the whole of the galaxy. Where we are now is cheminement. It's an ascension. It's the assess. So it's a step-by-step process. Where we're coming in the near future is happiness. So there is great happiness that will be created from within and reflected without. Where we are in the situation, our strengths, and who we are in this situation is love. You are the source of love in your heart, in your life, and you are. And the more we cultivate your true nature, which is love, the more love will unfold. Well, what comes to us from the outside world, our environment, is the solution. What we feel in our hopes and fear, our inner emotion, is recomfort. And the outcome is the dreams. The dreams we came here to manifest our dream, to live our dream, to experience our dream. For dreams are really, life is nothing but a dream. So let us make it, let us move into our powerful, put our creative shoes and make our dream come true. Trust that the universe is completely qualified to make this happen, to assist us in the co-creative process. It is good to send our light also whenever we feel is needed. When we see there is an area of life that needs our light, it is important to be generous and to participate. It doesn't mean to bug into people's life, but to send, or you can do it if you feel called to do that, but to send a violet fire, your own soul light into the situation, so it can transmute and assist, to ask the angel to balance things out, to ask the creator to reestablish divine order, to enlighten the heart and mind of those who are involved in the situation. Wherever you feel light is needed, just Sometimes thoughts, we can just emit thoughts that are positive and that are absolutely no personal interest on, that only affect the collective. The more those things are very powerful, they're assisting, we don't know that yet, but they're very powerful, and that is really what is happening, what is creating this shift and ascension. It's good to take at least 15 minutes a day to move into a meditation where we can visualize and embody that we are in perfect health, that we live the perfect life. And for that, we can use images. You can imagine ourselves, whatever makes you feel good. You can imagine yourself for like 15 minutes in a beautiful beach or in a beautiful mountain, a great situation, on a penthouse in a great city, or imagine the things that that makes you feel good all around you. It's like I used in French video the image of the Kazan of Alibaba. It's like to imagine that you fill the room that you are in with precious chests full of jewels and gold. Doesn't mean you need that to be happy, but it creates the proximity of this abundance. If you feel like you need more abundance, you feel like you're satiated with abundance all around you. You can use anything. You can just be in beautiful nature, to be close to animals and birds. It can be anything, or to imagine yourself in this very romantic situation. No matter, you don't have to put a name on it, or you can, but you don't have to. But imagine yourself to create this visualization, 15 minutes or more, where you envision yourself in the life, in a beautiful life. So it creates this proximity to this ability to move into that, and it creates the feeling of well-being. The more we can generate that feeling of well-being, the faster those things that we really want can happen. And we also move into after that, we can also envision a world that is ideal for everybody, a world that is pure, that is where the rivers are clean, the ocean is clean, the animals are rejoicing, where every human being has enough food, has a beautiful house, has access to education, is fully creative, everybody loves each other, there is no more conflict, no more indifference in the way people treat the planet and each other. So it's part of expanding our consciousness beyond our single experience of life. And to use images for that, even science fiction images also, like to imagine that we move into a future self, future vision of the planet. It assists in the creation for this reality of the future, this perfect earth, that where everything is crystalline, already exists. It's already manifested in a parallel dimension. There are beings that are already living there, and they're all waiting for us to move through the portal, and then we'll move there, and then we'll find our place within that. The more we imagine that our life is full of grace, and full of opportunity, the more the synchronicity will manifest within our physical life. For there will be more and more the proof that will come to match that in our daily life. For there is two ways of living. There is a mortal way and the spiritual way. The mortal way tells you that you have to work really hard to fix the problem of the outside world. So it's a hard work. We're going to have to work anyway. But it's this work of doing that. Or the heavenly way is to work really hard inside of you to align yourself with the flow, with your inner self, and to align yourself with love. And so yeah, the event is already happening. You are the event. It's like, but this event is like watching a movie. The movie is when you go see a movie, we don't spend the whole time in the movie waiting to know how the movie will end. We have to enjoy every moment of the movie that will lead up to the end. It's already pre-designed, pre-created, pre-written. The story of creation is already. God already knows how it will end, and God will have the last words in any event. So make it good, make it every frame good, and we know we are very close to an ending. So and by doing that, we're creating the event as we move closer to this alignment. The highest wisdom for us today is limitation. It's accepting the limitation and moving beyond the limitation whenever we can. What we need to understand is karma, is to understand we are balancing things out, but when we move into unconditional love, it dissolves karma. What we need to do is action, whatever we need to do to alleviate those limitations and karma will assist us to let go of those things, will assist us, and so we have to take action. We live in a magnetic universe, so we have to take some action. Sometimes the action is non-action, sometimes the action is not to repeat an old pattern. and the outcome is achievement. We're going to be able to achieve what we need to achieve, and so there is it's an achievement. It's like we've done a lot of work on ourselves, and so we deserve to find this shift. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. It was Lord Shiva that was talking yesterday. It was is the destroyer. He comes to destroy the illusion, to prepare us for the ascension. And so we send love and blessings to him. And he was reminding us that we are the event. For there are big waves of energies that are coming, and they're coming here for us to surf. And so it's like we have to get ready for the big wave. And the more the energy waves, the more we are ready, the more we'll be able to enjoy the wave. For there are many parts of the wave. If we are within the whole, we can be in turmoil within the wave, or we can surf within the wave. But the best place is the crest of the wave, where we see things coming and we're moving with the wave on top of it. So I hope this message was interesting for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Behind me, the painting here is a portrait of a divinity, this goddess, and she's kind of those are kind of unique portraits. They're their studies, their experiments, and this is a painting that's not finished. I wanted to document it. It's something I'm working on. It's about the 7 families of spirit beings, about 30-40% complete. Those are kind of complex and subtle. They take a very long time because there's 25 different sections and 200 different characters. And so it's built in very, very slowly. For it's not the colors and all those things not finished, but just so I document it. And then I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to sing a song. It's a short song. It's a really nice song from Neil Young. It's called Heart of Gold. It goes like this. I want to live, I want to give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never gave that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old, keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood. I crossed the ocean for the heart of gold. It's been in my mind, it's such a fine line that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. You keeps me searching and I'm growing old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. Mining for a heart of gold, for we have to mine the gold out of our heart. Gold is a magical element, it's a transdimensional element. It is a very, very powerful, conducive, interdimensional. Once we connect to the gold frequency of the light, the gold white light of the soul, we are able to. It's beyond explanation. It carries us into other dimensions. So I wish you connect to that. Call on that. The card of the day is the 3 of Michael. It says breaking free from the past. You will come greater. You will come out of this situation greater than what you are living today. The time always heals every wound, even the deepest one. So it's about all this situation, all this karma, all those heaviness have to be removed from my experience, have to be evacuated, let go. So it is about being patient and not holding on to that, reframing situation into a positive vision and become familiarized with those things that we really want, whatever that may be, to utilize images so we can start feeling good about being within where we are, to being who we are, and to familiarize ourselves with all those things we've been wanting, and to connect to the good feeling thought, and from there we'll be able to attract those things, and slowly but surely we'll liberate all of this old energy and karma. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.